Hey everybody, it's me, Matt St. Onge. Welcome to AI DIY. Today we're going to talk about why AI music is awesome, how to make it even more awesome, and what at least one industry expert is saying about the future of AI and why it is awesome. So stay tuned and watch. Okay, before I go into all this, just go ahead and subscribe to my channel. What it does is once I get to the point where I'm monetized, I'm going to be able to buy subscriptions to AI things and test them out for you and give you the full impact of it. Also, I have a charity that I work with, which is Love Heart Travel, which benefits the John Fawcett Foundation. They go out to remote villages in Indonesia and they cure people's cataracts. They give people glass eyes. They basically help with vision and they change people's lives. So go ahead and check that out as I get monetized. And if you want to do your donations, go to aidiy.tech and you can do a donation there. And then I basically give it to you. I prefer that you give it directly to them though. So today I want to show you a tool that can replace the audio or the drum tracks or whatever. Specifically, this one's called Lala. But before I do that, I want to talk about a interview I saw with Jadden Comerford, and he's with the Unified Music Group. Basically what they do is they produce, they manage artists. He's been doing this since he was young in the music industry. This is a long time project that he's been running. Super successful, and I'll just show you what he says about AI music and the future of music and how it helps artists in the long run and helps creatives that aren't necessarily, they don't have a great voice and they need to get music along, or they can't play an instrument but they have a good voice. As he explains, it's good for the music industry. I know not everybody agrees with that, as seen in one of my previous videos in the comments, which I wasn't expecting universal love out of that anyway. But you look at people in the industry that actually do publishing, he's on the side of creatives. And if some creatives aren't of benefit to that, well, it is of benefit to other creatives that have been limited to, budget. They can't hire a band, or, they don't know how to play the drums, but they're still creative and they've got something to say. My music in particular, it's satirical, but I don't have to, and some of it seems crass, but I'm always thinking of a deeper, I guess, message. But the character is always, it's always trying to tell something more than just, what it seems on the surface. So Jadden was interviewed on a podcast called Unemployable by Adam Hudson. And sort of towards the end of the interview, you can check out the whole thing yourself. I'll put a link in there below, but it's Unemployable Media Tech or something.com. I'm not sure what it is. But it's the YouTube channel should be at Unemployable Media. I'll show you the interview.
This is a really interesting subject, and I'd be curious to ask, what's the best Black Mirror kind of idea that you may have seen or heard in the music industry that you think is an outside chance of possibly happening, where there's an intersection between perhaps AI and humans that's exciting in your space?
Exciting. I think that even STL tones, right from the beginning, a large part of it is utilizes artificial intelligence to help make these things happen faster. So that's the other thing about AI. It's not actually that new, right? I'm sure, I don't know how much you guys go into tech. I presume you go into it a decent amount. AI has been around for a long time. So is the blockchain, right? These things come into fashion and become so talked about that they become so over explained that I think people just get confused. But I guess for me, where AI could be great is helping more people make music, in the same way that the drum machine allowed people to make drum sounds without having a drum kit. So the ability for people to make music that might not have access to all the instruments or all the skills or all the networks can create music through apps and potentially publish that music to different platforms. That is a really exciting opportunity to essentially help more people be creative and help more people put their creativity in a different way. I think that's an exciting opportunity, not just for the music business, but actually just for humanity.
So there you have it. Not everybody exclusively in the music industry is against AI music. Some people feel, as I do, that it's a way to enhance. Now, that being said, the reason I wanted to do that is because I've felt since the start, Suno and ChatGPT aren't the be all and end all. If I want to produce music in this way, and I do it for fun, I enjoy it. It's a creative outlet. I smile while I do it. I love doing it. And yes, it's AI, but like it's not just going to magically produce itself because AI exists. That being said, I feel it's like my responsibility to do the absolute best version of it that I can. And with that being said, I've discovered this, and I'm sure there's plenty of videos done it because it's a pretty cool AI tool. So you can actually take a song that you've produced and say you just don't like the lyrics, right? What you can do is actually take any of these people and insert them into your song. So I'm going to give an example. Now, here's a song that I put out a while ago. It's a little bit crass. It's meant to be funny, and it's not really, it's a song about self pleasure, but it's not. Okay, it's just about people who pretend that they're better than everybody else or think they are, and they nobody's perfect. And this guy in the story of this song, he pretends that he's like the best person in the world, but in the he's not perfect. Probably preaches about what he does. But I don't like the audio in this song, right? Especially towards the end, it gets really. And Suno, previously, you could only do a short version of your song. Then you had to keep extending it. Now you can do a whole 4 minutes all in one hit. But in the past, when you were extending it, it would degrade it and degrade it. And when you get towards the end, even the subtitles on my YouTube thing couldn't understand what the hell the words were, and it just said, "I'm not doing your subtitles." So here's a bit of what it sounds like towards the end. It's awful. It's just terrible. Yeah, it's not good. It breaks up a lot. I can't even. I wrote the song and I can't even remember what it says. So in this La La voice changer thing, you can change any of the voices here. Now I already know what the comments are going to say. You're stealing their voice. Blah blah blah. This is a step. I'm taking steps and steps. And I also realize, like in the last time I put a video together about a song creating process, I clearly said, I'm not going through my whole thing. This isn't a great song that I'm making. It's just showing an example. People, oh, it's a terrible song. I clearly said it wasn't like the best example of my work. It was just a walk through the process. So rest assured, I'm not going to be using these exact voices. I'm showing you a tool. There's another tool that I've seen, and I'm going to make another video down the road where you can up pitch or down pitch. The reason I want to do this is because I need to clean up the audio of that other song. So what you do is you choose. Yep, so it's going to go ahead and generate the preview. Okay, you can choose any of these, but it's landed on Freddie Mercury, which is fine. So I just want to see how it's processed this. All right, now we're just going to play it. So bright, court's still good book, a preacher in plain sight. He's the pride of the youth, all spiritual trip, but he's shaking hands with the devil when the lights go flare. Jesus say in the streets, a sinner when discreet, talks about heaven while he's being the meat, wrestling naked under holiness gods. Oh, let's say with a secret fight. I'm gonna be honest here, that one wasn't great. And just like all AI, you just try other ones. I wonder if it'd be funny if Taylor Swift's singing about this. Why don't we try Taylor Swift? Create new preview. This is what you can do, right? Okay, here we go. Hear the preview.
The hallways with Bibles so bright, chords that purple, a preacher in plain sight. He's the pride of the youth, oh spiritual tread, but he's shaking hands with the devil when the lights go flare. He's a saint in the streets, a sinner when the street talks about heaven while he's being the mean. Resonate under holiness, God's own say with this secret fire. Gives a start on it, unless with purpose.
Yep, not perfect, but it's still better than what it was. Like, you could not understand what it is. And as it says, beta. So just like Suno, I started off when it wasn't perfect, and now it's much better. Now I'm going to be using this one where I can, and I'm going to be correcting stuff. I won't be using exactly Taylor Swift's voice. The next tool, I'll pitch it up or pitch it down. Yeah, I'm trying to watch other stuff to learn how to add harmonies to stuff. So I might be able to take a Kanye West voice, pitch it up, pitch it down, and use a Elvis Presley, harmonize them, add them together. Maybe, like, one things I was thinking of is, like, this tool right here, this Lala, you can actually completely remove the voice, just leave the music, and you can sing yourself. We'll find out what my voice is like in some other later video. But these are the tools you can use. Like, I'm just trying to introduce you to AI tools, and I'm trying to get the best use out of them. Check out my creations at praisebevinyl.com. Yeah, so I just want to say that I appreciate whoever's watching this. I appreciate your feedback, good or bad, talking about AI music or things. I'm just trying to get a little bit better and have better content as I go on. So again, if there's a few people that watch this regularly, even if it's 10 out of 550, I appreciate you. And I'm just going to keep trying to produce better content. It won't all be about AI music. Yeah, AI music and AI music tools. But this is an area I like to dabble with quite a bit. So there will be a few of these. But there's other things in here as well. So thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. As I mentioned previously, the reasons why. Check out my website, aidiy.tech. And we'll see you next time.